Hello dear students. Today we're going to cover articles. First, we're going to learn where and when we use indefinite and definite articles. Then, we will do some exercises. And finally, we will refer to some further study and practice. We will start with indefinite articles which are a, an, n. Indefinite means not specific. In the first sentence, we see that we use indefinite article when we talk about something for the first time. I was watching a movie when you called. We also see indefinite articles before singular count nouns. Is there a fly in this room? We also use indefinite articles before job titles. She used to be an IT consultant. Definite means something particular or specific. Definite article refers to the. We use the when we mention something before. I was watching a movie when you called last night. The movie was fantastic. In the first sentence, we say a movie because it's the first mention, but in the second sentence, it becomes specific the. We also use the when the speaker and listener know which specific object they're talking about. Like, could you give me the bottle? In this context, the speaker and listener know which specific bottle. We use the before some plural place names like the United States, the United Kingdom, and the Netherlands. Before nouns, when there is only one, we use the. Like in the example, the earth revolves around the sun. Before seas, oceans, rivers such as the Nile, the Mississippi, the Black Sea, we use definite article the. We also use it with the names of some areas, like we see in the example. It is quite hot in the east part of Turkey in summer. Before some phrases with prepositions such as in the evening, in the afternoon, we use the. Olivia's story seemed boring at the beginning, but I really liked it as I read. We also use definite article the with superlatives. That is the most delicious dish I have ever tasted. In some cases, we don't need articles. If we talk about things in general, like in this sentence, cats make good pets. Here, we're talking about cats in general. We don't need an article. Or, when we talk about people in general, we don't need an article either. Students need to review their course material regularly. Here, we talk about students in general. We don't use articles before general plural nouns. Like in the example, I'm going to use 5 apples for making the pie. With countries, cities, and continents, we don't use articles. You see an example sentence for each. We don't use articles before some phrases with prepositions as well. Examples might be on Tuesday, at night, at work. We don't say at the night or at the work. Here you see some exercises. Stop the video and do them. We will go over the answers together. Let's have a look at the first sentence. My brother used to live in northwest of England, but he lives in Manchester now. The first blank should be the, because it refers to the name of an area. The second doesn't need an article because we don't put articles before cities. Sally has Cute dog. My kids play with it every day. They really enjoy spending time with dog. The second exercise, as we see, the first blank should be a, as we learn about Sally's dog for the first time. The second time we hear about it, we put the, because the dog already mentioned before, and it is specific. Bag on left is much heavier. I can't lift it. Here, the first blank should be the, because the speaker is talking about a specific bag that he or she can't lift. And on the left is a specific phrase with preposition. We require here, we need the. Number 4. In this sentence, the speaker doesn't ask for a specific egg. The speaker asks for any one of the eggs there. So the answer is N. Because of egg, it starts with a vowel. We should put N instead of E. What are you going to have for lunch? For lunch, here we don't need an article. It's a prepositional phrase, a phrase with a preposition. As a rule, we don't need an article here. We say for lunch. The last exercise, in my opinion, cars should not be allowed in city center. In this sentence, the idea is about all cars in general, so we don't need an article. And the city center is a specific phrase with a preposition. Now, look at the sentences here. In each sentence, there is one mistake. Let's find the mistake and correct them together. In the sentence here, it says, Danny used to play chess in past. Before past, we should add actually the definite article the. Because past is specific, we say the past. What were you doing when an accident happened? Here we have to say not an accident. We have to say we should use the accident because apparently there was a particular accident that happened. It was specific, not any one of the accidents. So both the listener and speaker know about this accident. Exercise 3. I'm taking the 7 courses. We don't use the here. We talk about courses, 7 courses in general. We're not specifying them. I hate the insects in general. I simply can't stand them. We don't use the because the speaker hates insects in general, as he or she says. Or she is not talking about particular group of insects. Sandra really enjoys teaching and she likes doing fun activities with kids in her class. Before kids here, we should use the because the speaker talks about the kids in her classroom, specific group of kids, particular group of kids, not kids in general, not all kids in the world. The very last example exercise here. This year has been tiring. I need long vacation this summer. The original sentence was. We need to use a before vacation, long vacation. So be careful here. We have a trick. First we have the adjective and we have the noun. So articles should be placed before adjective. First article, then adjective, and then noun comes. So here we need a before a singular count nouns, as we remember. And as we mentioned something for the first time, we use indefinite article e or n. In this situation, it's e, because it's not like a vowel after e. Friends, this is the end of our lesson. For further practice, please refer to the links and ideas you see. Have a nice day.